It is Friday night. Welcome to the Dtother movie nights, music and TV sitcoms, and bit of a blast from the past on a Friday. Who remembers this iconic build? That is Blockbusters. Not just any Blockbusters though. This is the last ever Blockbusters that is open. Situated in Oregon, in the United States, it's become the world's last remaining retail store using the Blockbusters brand. The picture was from 2022. If you remember using Blockbusters, what was your favourite movie that you used to get from the store? And did you ever have a chippy tea on a Friday night whilst watching a film? Or were you one of the little tearaways that used to, were you over the park or out in the street or on a field drinking one of these lethal, I was going to say concoctions, but I never tried it myself, but people do tell stories that this stuff was pretty deadly and not a very nice hangover afterwards either. Let me know if you've ever tried MD 2020, also known as Mad Dog 2020. And because it is Friday and fun, chilled out, work's finished, unless you work the weekends, which unfortunately I do apologise, but we've all got to earn the pennies. And I thought, let's keep things fun and relaxed. But one film comes to mind when I think of Friday, and that is Friday itself from 1995. If you've not watched this film, then I do recommend it. Absolute quality film. Never fails, I should say, to make me laugh. And we have quite a star-studded cast as well. A few of the stars here have passed away. I know Bernie Mac has, Tommy Liston Jr. and John Witherspoon. I always find that Chris Tucker in this film, Smokey, made the film. I have watched the other two Fridays, but I never thought they was as good as the original Friday. I do think as well Friday's one of them films you can just chill out, relax. If you've seen it before, you know exactly what's going to happen, but you still find it funny. One of those unique films, and there's quite a few memes as well that are going around, especially of Chris Tucker's character Smokey. Another film I found quite funny as well that came out in the 90s was Don't Be a Menace by the Wayne brothers. The grandmother in this film used to get me in stitches, but also a good film. I don't know if it's as good as Friday. It's a bit more comical, a bit more soft, whereas Friday's got a bit of a more serious undertone to it in a silly way, where this is a bit more, there's not much story to it. It's a spoof of Boys in the Hood. Moving away from the comedy films and blockbusters and the Friday night scenarios, something strange happened yesterday evening. Thought I'd put a video together. I was going to do a review on a film called The 13th Warrior, starring Antonio Banderas, but did the normal thing where screenshot a few clips from the film, talk about what's going on, what's happening in the movie, and then try to put the video together. And the section where I'd done the clips on the film would not load. So I thought, instead of having the clips, I'd then do just a voiceover like what I'm doing now. Tried to that, the sound wouldn't work properly. Fine on every other part of the video. When it got to that part, the sound just wouldn't work properly. So in the end, I ended up giving up and I went to bed, because by the time all this had happened, it was getting on for nearly 11 o'clock at night. And I thought, it's a bit too late now. Well, it's never too late to upload a video, but I do like to upload a little bit earlier than 11 p.m. So yes, very strange. I've not had that trouble before, and I've done 1 or 2 movie nights and it's always run smooth, but for some reason on that particular night and that particular film, it just would not go to plan at all. I have just been joined by the cat, and there's a quick picture I've just took. Very fussy. Literally, I paused the video and she keeps nudging the phone and brushing up against everything, wanting immediate fuss. But as with mouse cats, it is always on their terms. So I've been thinking about tonight's episode, and been thinking about movies, and spoke a little bit about Friday and Don't Be a Menace, and what movies you would have kind of rented from Blockbusters and stuff, but not really spoke much about TV sitcoms, which I find very fascinating. I do love comedy sitcoms, not so much the more modern ones, more the old classic ones from the 70s, 80s and 90s. And I did mention in one of the videos, I think it was the first video I did with movies, music and sitcoms, about Cheers. I discovered that during the pandemic when everyone was in lockdown, and really enjoyed that, to be fair. Good series. Another few classics from the 90s though. The one I mentioned also was The Desmonds and The Thin Blue Line, which I don't think had many series. I don't know if there was 2 or 3 series, starring Rowan Atkinson, the man himself that plays Mr. Bean, and set in a police station. And I believe it was probably one of the first comedy sketches involving the police. Might be wrong, because I know we had The Bill, but that wasn't really a comedy sketch, that was more serious. But The Thin Blue Line was hilarious. I've not saw it for some time, so I don't know if it would be as funny now as what it was back then. But let me know if you do remember watching The Thin Blue Line. Going back, this was The Thin Blue Line, and I do stand corrected. There was only 2 seasons. And looking at the cast, which I'll show you in a moment, there's quite a few people that I recognise. And as you can see just down here, the Gasforth police station. So I don't think that's a real place, but you can still watch it. It is on the BBC iPlayer, I believe Netflix, ITVX and Amazon Prime. And this is the some of the cast. Do you recognise any of these? Another sitcom I enjoy, but it was way back in the 70s, and there was, I believe, 3 seasons. And I'm trying to think of the actor's name, but what I'll do, I'll show you the picture first. So, does anyone remember this comedy gold? Some others do have them. And the actor I was looking for was Michael Crawford, who played the clumsy and lovable but very destructive Frank Spencer. You wouldn't trust him fixing your sink. I thought while I was on the topic of comedy sitcoms, I would show you The Desmonds from 1989. 6 seasons, set in a Peckham barbershop, the hub of the community. And you can find this on the Channel 4 app. I always forget what that used to be. It's like a U now, but it used to be something else. And Now TV and also Amazon Prime. But I don't know if you have to pay for Amazon Prime. I'm not 100% sure. I will double check that. Bear with me. So, just gone on to Amazon Prime. You can watch season 1 and season 3, 4 and 5 for free, but you have to pay for season 2 and season 6. So they've kind of bit of a con going on there, but unfortunately that's just the way it is. But if you don't want to pay, you can watch it on Channel 4 and the new channel. I can't remember what it used to be. It's on the tip of my tongue. But never mind, but it is free on those channels, and I think it might be free on now if you get the premium subscription. Been all over the place with the sitcoms. We've been to the Spencers, we've been to the Gasforth police station, and we've visited the Desmonds in Peckham. Quite an eventful 5 minutes to the channel there. All classic sitcoms and all from different eras. What I do want to do and talk about though is I don't want to stray away from movie nights too much. I mean, it is good that like tonight I can do a little bit of a segment on movies, and then I can move it to TV sitcoms. I've really enjoyed just going through a few sitcoms there and talking about different shows and things that, you know, I enjoyed and what I watched growing up. And obviously with music as well, although music is a bit of a strange one because I can show you the song that I'm listening to or I've been listening to. And I was going to that in a moment as well. A few songs that you'd probably listen to on a Friday night. And that will be the next part of this little video. So I hope everyone is enjoying it so far. What I was going to do as well last night, which I never ended up putting out because obviously I had the trouble with trying to do the movie review, was put up a selection of films and let you, the viewers, choose which film I should review. And obviously then, right, it's better than me just picking out a random film. So the selection was Paul, then there was We're the Millers, Shaun of the Dead, Porridge the movie, not the sitcom, and there was one more, The Hangover. and also Don't Be a Menace, which I featured at the start of the video. And I can throw Friday in there as well. I'll put Friday in there as well. Let me know which one you would like me to do a little review on or talk about, and I will try and make that one of the movie night videos sometime in the near future. Moving on, and we're gonna head more towards the music side of it and do a little bit of talking about music and music that you would listen to on a Friday night. And we'll see we'll do a few different eras as well, and we'll move on to different tracks. So let's begin. So for the first track of the night, you've got to go with a bit of ABBA and Dancing Queen, purely because what a cracking tune. And it was the first song I thought of when I thought Friday night, and it just come into my head. So that was the first song I've gone with. Now, everyone's probably listened to this tune 1,001 times, me included, but it never gets old. So let me know what you think, and would you listen to this on a Friday night? Because I definitely would. Second tune for the evening, and we're going with Night Boat to Cairo, Madness. This one will get you up dancing. Don't know if any Madness fans out there. I do not mind listening to a bit of Madness myself, and I do like this one. Well, I like all of them, to be fair, but this is one of my favourites. I do like the beat to it, like the background rhythm. So before I carry on with the next track for the Friday night, let me know in the comments what song you would listen to on a Friday night, or you are listening to on a Friday night. Have you got a favourite song that gets you in the mood for a Friday? Finishing work, you get the Friday feeling. And I know I was gonna put in a few club tracks from the 90s and a few tracks from the 80s as well. I was going to work my way up and through. Or is there anything more modern that people listen to? I'm not very up to date with modern tracks, but let me know in the comments. Number 3 on the list, Radio Gaga by the legendary band Queen. What a tune. Is there any Queen fans out there? There's not many people I've met that don't like Queen. Is there any people out there that actually don't like Queen? I don't know. I do like them, I've got to say. They do some great songs, and it is very enjoyable to listen to, especially on a Friday. You got a Friday feeling, like I say. A song I mentioned when I was talking about Ghostbusters, Jackie Wilson, Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher and Higher. What a tune. Perfect tune for a Friday night. If you want to get up and dance, this is the tune. Even in Ghostbusters, it gets you your foot tapping. But definitely put that in there for my little Friday night mix. So, I'm no DJ, and as you can probably tell, the tunes are very random and put in a very random order. I've not really thought of what songs. I've just gone through and picking out a list of what I think would be cracking to listen to on a Friday night. Trying to make it as varied as possible, like I say, and I have said before, everyone's got different tastes in music, and not everyone likes the same thing. People might be listening to this, if they do, and think, well, every song is put on there. I'm not a fan. So that's why it's a bit all over the place. And I'm trying to make it a bit fun and, a bit, I don't know the word, more enjoyable. Music that makes you happy is what I was going for. Another song, Earth, Wind and Fire, Let's Groove, what a tune. Proper disco era kind of music, and something that they do play on the radio as well. But I'm a fan of this song. I know it's a bit before my time, but what a great tune. For any rockers out there, we have Animal by Def Leppard, or you could go for Pour Some Sugar on Me, another tune that Def Leppard sung, and I do actually prefer that one to Animal, but I do like them both. And if you really feel like dancing and getting down and jiggy with it on a Friday night, then we have Shakademus and Pliers with their version of Twist and Shout, which is always a good one to get the hips swaying. And I can't leave this tune out, especially on a Friday night when we're talking about having music to get you in the mood and the Friday feeling. This song will definitely get you in the Friday feeling. What a classic from Robin S with Show Me Love. Also another classic to get you in the Friday feeling with Urban Cookie Collective, The Key, The Secret. What a tune for your Friday night. Another club classic. And our last club classic, sorry about that, is Entrance with Set You Free. This one again will definitely get you in the mood and get that Friday feeling, especially if you're just finishing work, that drive home, you've got the tunes blasting from the car or in your headphones, and you're just thinking about what you're going to be doing at the weekend. These are some of the songs that will get you feeling happy and joyous. And there we go, covered some songs. I could keep going, but don't want to make the videos all that long, to be fair. Fairly new and fairly fresh with this new theme, so do want to keep the videos relatively short. Don't want to ramble on too much, as I tend to do. But yes, I've mentioned films, TV sitcoms, and we've gone through some absolute classics when it comes to Friday night music. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll be back again soon. Keep getting me words all tongue-tied. Hope you all have an amazing weekend, a great Friday night, and I'll see you all again very soon.